Alright, I'm back. Let's get on with it, shall we? Also, real quick, I gotta backpedal a little bit. I forgot to mention that the song, hey everybody, the song that plays in the intro scene when your character's landing on the plane and everything, this one here, I'll wait for it to start a little bit. I'll only let a little bit of it play so it doesn't get muted, but this song right here. This song is called Change of Coast, Change of Heart. The full song is, doesn't play. It only plays a little bit. You hear it in the lyrics too. And so earlier, if you look back at the beginning of the previous video I just did, before I took a break, yeah, I don't know what the song's called exactly. It might actually just be called that, Change of Coast, Change of Heart. It plays on Radio Mirror Park, the hipster station for this place, like Radio Broker in Liberty City for Grand Theft Auto 4. The hipster station. But yeah, it's because, since Los Santos takes place on the west coast and Liberty City's literally New York City on the northeast coast, it's saying... It's basically like a mini fourth wall break, them using that song. They didn't make that song just for this game, I'm pretty sure. It's just a song they found. But they used that as, as a mini fourth wall break way of acknowledging that players who've been keeping up with the series have gone from Liberty City in GTA 4 to now, Los Santos on the west coast in GTA 5. So that's why I thought that was pretty fitting that they used that song, Change of Coast, Change of Heart. Also, the plane landing. Very nice, with your character in it, your character arriving new to the city, just like you, the player, are probably new to Los Santos if it's your first time starting GTA Online or whatever. You just got the game, you're going in, you have no idea what to expect. It's really cool symbolism to represent like the brand new fresh-faced player just looking out the window of the airplane at this brand new city you've never been in. It's really cool that they did that with the intro. And it reminds me of how Grand Theft Auto 4: The Ballad of Gay Tony ends with Packie getting in, packing his bags, getting to the airport, and getting on that plane that takes off right at the end of the credits when it says the end. The plane takes off and you don't know where it's going. It's like, oh, well, this is where it landed, and this is where the plane arrived from Liberty City. Only it's your own character, not Packie. Packie may have been on board, maybe not. But yeah, this game takes, like I said, every GTA game after starting with 4. Like 3, 4, and 5, they take place in the year that they came out, essentially. The only exceptions to these are Vice City, San Andreas, Vice City Stories, and Liberty City Stories, which are prequels, so they obviously don't take place in the current year or whatever. But this is like GTA 4. It takes place in current year from when it released. So it's 2013. And we're in Los Santos. So it's been 5 years since the events of GTA 4. So I forgot to say all that at the beginning of this because there was so much other stuff I was rambling on about as usual. But anyway, let's get back into Grand Theft Auto Online's little story here. And we're starting with the second heist. So we'll start with that phone call I mentioned. Make sure this is...
How you doing? Listen, I'm working on something interesting, I think, but I need a little time. Anyway, I got a request through the ether, so to speak. Someone's looking for a crew to take a score, but I don't know anymore. I thought maybe you'd be interested. Personally, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot barge pole because I don't know any of these people. But if you're interested, be my guest. I can tell them to come see you.
So yeah, that's the phone call that triggers, and he's like, if you want to do this job, then go for it. So then that's when you go back to your apartment, you go into your planning room with your board, and let's see where it's at. And you get on with it. The setup cost for the prison break is $80,000. You hit yes, pay the money, no more freebies, and you're off to the races. So the briefing says, the prison break. Break Rushkovsky out of Bolingbroke. Ground team takes a transport bus, poses as guard and inmate, and goes into the prison to get him out. Demolitions takes care of the inbound transport bus. Pilot collects them in the plane. This is actually, most people consider this the hardest of all 5 of the heists because it requires, every single person has an individual role, and it requires a lot of team coordination, and everyone has to do their part. Whereas the next 2 heists after this one, the next 3 heists after this one, yeah, it's not 2, 3. The next 3 heists after this are kind of more like, it almost feels like a normal mission, just a little bit harder, you know? I should mention these missions, unlike the normal ones, when you put it on hard, you get 0 team lives. So everybody only, if anyone dies, that's it, no respawns. And unfortunately, they also made it so that everyone has to stay alive. You can't continue with everybody without every single person, no matter which heist it is, no matter which setup. Everyone has to stay alive. So this might actually be, more beneficial to play on easy, especially if you're playing with randoms, because you get more than one life. And you can't continue without everybody staying alive at the very end, yada yada. Skip and fast forward through the matchmaking. Oh, I have friends helping me. I recognize all these names. And they all have the same crew tag, so yeah. I got into a crew that specialized in doing heists. And it was an invite from a friend. It's not like a big, massive, well-known heist crew or anything like that. Just a small group of friends, like-minded people who enjoy the game and enjoy heists. At least back then when we used to play this, everybody's kind of gone their separate ways now. I recognize these names, but yeah, a lot of these people, they don't even play the game anymore. But way back when I did this, yeah.
So, Mr. Crest said we should talk about work, but not here. So is there a room in the back or something? Cool, I'll get set up.
The awkwardness. Oh, hold up, somebody else knocking.
So, Mr. Crest said you might be able to help me out with something. Well, not me, so that's clear. It's not me you're going to be helping.
Bitch.
And I want it understood that I am not involved. Just a bystander doing a favor. And this is not an offer of employment so much as an opportunity. And, well, anyway, that's just getting a bit technical, but the point is, sometimes our fair and legal justice system makes mistakes. And this is one such time.
What?
Professor Maxim
Shit!
You know the professor? Used to be head of research for the Army. 3 doctorates. Overconfident polymath, vain sociopath, tedious egomaniac, control freak, geneticist, weapons development, engineer, car nut, but definitely not a people person. Accused of espionage along with everything else? You don't remember? Well, lucky you. Exceedingly vain and self-absorbed man, brilliant at everything he does, yada yada yada, makes you want to puke. He's a goddamn traitor. I mean, he's a rat, but he pays. Incarcerated for a crime he did commit, but, well, let's just say money talks and he's going to walk. So, we got a few things to get ready, all pretty straightforward. Do them one at a time, but any way you like. Standard op for a gov-fact breakout, if you know what I mean. Rad. All right, first thing's a plane. Then we got a bus, and then, well, 2 things. We got the inmate transfer schedule and Rashkovsky's car. More on that later. Let me show you. We need a plane to get the professor out of the country. It's currently being used to traffic drugs by transnational street gang, the Vagos. The bus. Need a standard Bolingbrook transport vehicle. The least traffic is on the route from Paleto Bay. All right, that's where you're going to be able to get a hold of one. You can get a hard copy of the inmate transit schedule at the LSPD's Mission Row station. Go in unarmed, play it cool. You might not have a problem. That's a 2-person job, max. The other 2-hander is our guy's prize Casco. We believe it's about to be shipped to Korea by a luxury car theft ring. Okay, Mr. Crest said you guys are at least semi-competent, so, well, Professor Rashkovsky pays well.
I feel like that there's one character who takes that so much to heart that they start doing this. And we're gonna get money. Well, there's a briefing for the whole heist. So, first setup mission, the plane. Steal an aircraft from the Vagos contraband smugglers at Mackenzie Airfield to be used to get Rashkovsky out of the country after the prison break. That's the first order of business. Here I'm talking, coordinating with my friends about who's going to do what. So there's a tip I can give that I bet most people know by now. If you wear that armor right there that I have on, I turned it into an outfit that you can save presets of clothing and use them as outfits, owned outfits like this when you start a mission. Only for heists, not any other mission, but only for heists. If you wear that armor, that body piece that I have on right there, everything I'm wearing except the helmet is part of the same set, but only for what I'm about to explain, you just need the top. That's it. If you wear that top during heist, you move a little bit slower, but you have extra defense. It's like a second piece of body armor that never wears out. So aside from your normal body armor, if you wear that, you take like half damage, 50% damage. So it takes way more shots to kill you even without body armor. The outfit is called the Strength, and you can buy it at any close shop as far as I know. So you will see us use that, because it became our go-to for a lot of heists. Don't use it on every single one. We don't use it on every single like heist setup and heist, but whatever, but you'll see it a lot. Especially the final heist. See, I went without it because I was like, I don't need it for what I'm going to do. They all chose to use it, though, to have that extra health. Yeah, it reduces the damage it takes by half. I think it's half. It definitely feels like it when I look at the health bar.
So, you're moving on the plane. It's at Mackenzie Airfield. Logistics are as yet undecided. Go in how you like, but go in with a good supply of ammunition, armor, and maybe even explosives. It's gonna get kinda heavy. Like I said before, the airfield is under Vago's control. They're using the plane to make trafficking runs across the border. That means it's already set up to take Reshkovsky out of the country. Limited radar visibility, plausible cover story, it's perfect. Don't let the fact that there are a bunch of angry drug dealers waiting for you affect how you go in, or actually do.
Footage of the old casino before it was renovated. In the latest, well, not the latest, but in the content update that actually added the interior so we could actually go into the casino and have fun in there, gambling and doing whatever. That's what it used to look like. For those who maybe don't remember or don't play single player enough to see the old model. So he's not talking, I'm gonna fast forward. Oh, wait. He was just waiting a bit before talking some more, never mind. He just pause champed for a bit.
Some more background on the Vagos. Okay. Globalized, multinational, decentralized criminal network. Their principal interest is in drug trafficking, but they've diversified into mid-level distribution, end-user sales, and trafficking other contraband. You get caught with a kilo of coke, they throw the book at you. You're caught with a quart of capybara semen, it's a slap on the wrist. And the market for large endangered rodent ejaculate is lucrative. Most of the Vagos and management shot callers, if you like, are already incarcerated here in the States and throughout Central and Latin America. They run the network on cell phones, and it's a relatively flat hierarchy at the top. So if you cut one head off, there's 6 more waiting to bite. Not that I want to dismantle any criminal networks. As you know, I'm a criminal myself. I just like to do my homework. Criminal homework. The prison angle's gonna help us sell our raid on
Look at this
Bolingbroke.
dude.
It's not something that they would do, but it's the kind of thing the authorities believe that they would do, which is all that really matters. You get me? Okay.
This guy's really trying to sell... Sometimes he really tries to sell the point that he's a criminal for some reason. He's very awkward about it, isn't he? Oh, what I was saying earlier about the Change of Coast, Change of Heart song or whatever. So I decided to actually wear this for the special occasion. This fucking Taco Bell t-shirt I bought from the Pacifica, California, Taco Bell, Cantina, or whatever. The special version of Taco Bell that sells alcohol. I was like, yeah, this represents the West Coast, I'll go ahead and put it on. Since this game, I'll fast forward now that they're done talking. Since this game takes place on the West Coast. So I guess he starts talking again once you get close enough, I guess.
Okay, I'm reading you close to the airfield. Remember, once you engage these bastards, there's only one way this is going. Make a plan, then execute, and no matter how good the plan is, expect sustained resistance. is the priority here. Don't rush this. Looks like a shit show down there. Clear the airstrip before you think of...
I forgot to mention this. If you're riding shotgun and you're not driving, you can actually lock on while doing drive-bys. The driver cannot do that. It's, you know, a little balancing thing. The passenger has all the time in the world to aim, doesn't have to worry about the steering wheel, so the driver has to manually aim, and and all the passengers can just auto-aim on everything. Lock on.
Taking that bird into the sky down there. Clear the airstrip before you think about taking that bird into the sky. If the plane gets shot up, go back to Alpha. Vagos cell phones are going loco, people. Expect more of them any second now. But remember, the mission is the plane.
These armored cars really make things a lot easier, don't they? None of us are taking any damage. We're like invincible in these things and we just fucking kill everything. The smart way to do this. Because there's so many fucking enemies. Oh, I should mention when you complete the Fleeca job, you can buy the armored Kuruma, this car, at a discounted price. If you don't do the Fleeca job where you steal it and all that, you have to buy it full price, I believe.
Better send us a thank you for this. Even more Vagos coming at you.
Which is a lot more expensive.
Ground team did well. I don't expect any more Vagos activity in that part of the state for a day. 6 hours minimum.
I'm the pilot, so I gotta be the one to get in there and fly this thing out of there. I don't think they're coming with me though, they're probably just gonna drive home on their own. I think. I'm not really sure. I didn't have my PlayStation set up to record our party chat where we were talking in voice, so. On purpose too, because I wanted the focus to be on the story and the dialogue, of course, and the characters, with the characters in the game. Sweet! I'll fast forward till I see more dialogue. Okay. Every time I do that, he starts talking like a few seconds later.
Air traffic's telling me you're airborne. Bring it to the airport and you're done. The rest of the team's going to clean up the Vagos.
Okay. So yeah, it is supposed to be just one person gets in and everybody else goes to fight off more of those dudes. See? Every time I decide to fast forward, then he starts talking again. God damn you, dude.
Come in. Is there any cargo on the plane? Drugs? Guns? Wild animals? I guess if you're flying, you haven't been charged by a coked-up crash of rhinos. You know, last week, 3 customs officers died from spider bites after opening a Marabunta Grande shipment of untaxed Coca-Cola wood. What can you take from this? It ain't the size of the dog in the fight, it's the amount and toxicity of the venom in the dog's sack. Yeah, unless the dog is really effing big, then you're screwed anyway. So, you send any drugs on that plane along to me? Man, I love selling drugs. I am a criminal after all. My team's waiting.
Look at this
in
dude.
LSIA. Can we hurry this up, please? We need to clean this up quick, so leave the area as soon as you've handed over the plane.
It's not awkwardly shady at all, is it? Him constantly going, oh yeah, I love selling drugs. I am a criminal after all. Sounds like he's reading off a script. He had one more thing to say. What is it?
A quick flight's a good flight. Everyone knows that.
Shut up, asshole. I'm trying to be careful and line up the landing properly.
Good job. Take care of this.
I'm looking at my character from back then. I think I've changed and fixed some things about his facial features since then. Because this is, you know, like I said, I was burnt out of trying to use the character creator on the PS3 version. When I switched to PS4, I didn't really touch him too much. I think I've since fixed, like, his eyes look a little too big here, so I think I made him smaller. Like now, not in these videos. So I'm looking at him, I'm like, yeah, he doesn't look like this anymore. Not really. His eyes are a little bit smaller and more realistic now. Right here in these videos, his eyeballs are fucking bulging, man. Give me 1 sec. I have a very minor emergency. It'll only be a few seconds. Alright. Yeah, that was it. Alright, so that's the end of this video, right? Yep. Okay, so next setup. Alright, see, I just ended the clip there to save some... Well, to make the clips not, like, take forever. Or be hella long. Alright, so I got a text to do the next setup. We're going down the list. The next one is the bus. We're getting the bus. Are you ready for the bus stop? See, a lot of people want to try to do the heists on hard, even randoms, just because of that extra 1.25 times cash. Unlike the normal missions, you actually get extra cash this time. But it's like, if I'm doing it with randoms, I can't trust y'all motherfuckers. Like, I'm doing it on easy. Even if we get less or whatever, it's like, fuck you guys. Like, I want to have extra lives because some of y'all suck and are gonna die. But, you know, since I'm doing this with friends, I'm obviously, for the most part, there's some where I do invite a few randoms here and there, but we keep it on hard because I usually have at least one friend with me from this point on, most of the time. Alright, so hijack a prison transport bus in a high-security convoy for use in the breakout. When clear of the authorities, store it near Sandy Shores. I think it's gonna be the same crew joining me. Yep, there's Falafel, City Cat, Fin Pup, yep. Off we go. Just skipping past all this crap. Hold on, I do like the sound of this. Satisfying. I know.
You bastard!
Okay, it's time to catch the bus. You can have that. It's on the road.
He makes just as cringy jokes as fucking Lester, Jesus. And me most of the time too, let's face it.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it'd be easier to take an old school bus, paint it, bar the windows, and make it smell like blood, bowels, and your brother's high school tube sock.
He's slipping up!
Missing us again.
So we could just steal this or whatever. Trip skip is currently unavailable. All players must have previously completed this setup in order to access trip skip. Right. They brought that back from previous GTA games. Even for online multiplayer, like here. You all have to get in the same car to do it though, the trip skip. And like I said, everyone has to have completed the mission first too. Or gotten more progress
Bus
anyway.
is set to move. They're holding a grade X inmate classed national security risk. The bad news is that means there's an armed security detail. The good news is the authorities will think we're trying to break them out and they'll be distracted from what's really going on. You read me? Okay, so we need the bus intact. Cleanest way to do that would be neutralizing the driver, just so you know.
The psychotropic! Again!
Okay, looks like things are heating up. You'll need to lose the police attention before you come anywhere near us again. Locals are watching the roads. Take the bus onto the dirt. You'll have more chance of losing them.
So you can also flip the fucking thing. You gotta be careful. One thing I forgot to point out, the maximum wanted level is now 5 stars instead of 6. It went down. And if y'all notice in GTA 4, even though there was 6 stars, you don't actually get the military, the National Guard on you anymore. You just get the FBI and the FIB to be technical, and the NOOSE, the National Office of Security Enforcement. They're not a thing anymore in this game. The NOOSE isn't a thing. As far as I remember. It's just, I think now you just get FBI cars and actual SWAT vans again, instead of NOOSE. For those who don't remember, NOOSE is a parody of Homeland Security. I don't know what the initials for that is in real life. So I don't know the full name.
Looks like you're clear. Everyone thinks it's a breakout gone wrong. They're looking in the wrong place. Bring the transport to the junkyard outside Sandy Shores. One of my people will look after it till we go in.
This thing is smoking, man. It almost blew up. We cut it kind of close with this. As far as I know, I think Criminal Mastermind requires you to never fail a single mission.
How's the
I
bus?
think.
No one hiding in the back with a cell phone, a carton of cigarettes, a pint of Pruno up his ass? Amazing what they can fit up there. The lifers, especially. You know those games you play where someone gets out a rocket launcher? People go, where is he keeping that? It's so unrealistic. I say to them, you've clearly not spent much time in the U.S. prison system. Levity and references are useful tools when trying to gain trust of new associates.
Thank you for explaining your psychological tactic to befriend us. It doesn't really work when you explain it, I feel, because then you're just revealing that you're manipulating us.
Nice. We'll hold on to
You
this for
son
you.
of a...
It's the same gray-haired guy from last time with the plane. Right on. Alright, so that's that. The next setup is... I didn't meet it before it went blurry. Station. Half the team has to get a police cruiser, pose as cops, and go into a police station to get the prison transport scheduled. The other half has to retrieve Reshkovsky's stolen car from a cargo ship at the port of Los Santos. Honestly, some of this shit is filler. Like, the whole getting the car, it's like, he's escaping the country on a plane anyway, but he wants to... It's like part of the deal of breaking him out was also getting him his precious fucking car. You have to be doing favors for this dude who's in jail. They haven't even met yet. You know what's funny is that massive picture of his that he showed that we were all passing around in that first briefing for the whole heist. I forgot to point it out back then how ridiculously big that picture was. That everybody was looking at as this huge ass thing. Like, who prints out a photo of somebody that big? It's kind of a weird, funny thing. I like how my character back there is like, hello, ladies. It's just standing in the back like that. It's just... My god. Alright. Cargo ship team. Oh, right. So, yeah, one team will go get the prison transport schedule from the cop station. The other team goes to the cargo ship, right? You get different dialogue in your earpiece, I think, depending on which one you're doing. I'm not sure. It could be the same dialogue for the entire team. But you do get different cutscenes. So when you go to the cargo ship, there's a cutscene of you getting the car and everything when you get it. That's why I put on the vest this time, because it's going to be a lot of resistance this time around. The cops have to pose, the cop team has to pose as cops, so they can't wear the vests, so they're fucked. They have to do things the hard way. They don't get that extra armor buff from that suit. So it's a little bit harder for the people posing as the cops, since they have to be in uniform. I don't know what the fuck we were talking about here. We're debating, like, whose car we were gonna take. I don't know.
Okay, we got two teams. Split up and hit your objectives. I'm setting up a healthy atmosphere of competitiveness. Here's that.
Yo, this dude's interior, though. I want to see that again. I'm not gonna rewind, but that looked interesting.
Showski's car is part of a shipment headed out into the Pacific any day now. These guys are professional thieves with money at stake, so don't expect a walk in Mirror Park.
Not a lot of dialogue this time around. Okay.
Looks like you're almost at the cargo ship. Get on board, climb the stack, and access the container with the car in it. Then bring the car to my people and we'll get it out of the country. Look out for their people on the ship. You don't want to start a fight with them until you have to. The car's in a locked container at the top of the stack. You'll need to climb up to it and shoot open the lock.
I like my friend's license plate down there.
Climb up
It says hauling ass.
there and get the car.
got it. I thought that was going to be a more dramatic escape.
You're sure they're not following? Bring it in. Okay, now bring the car to my driver. Should be obvious, but we need this car in good shape to get to Rishkovsky. It's meant to be priceless, and our man's imminent place on the FIB most wanted list is going to make him ineligible to make insurance claims. You understand? Look after it. Have the schedule. Okay, looks like they're sending people after the Casco. You need to drop these guys before you bring the car back. Drop as in ice them, or drop as in lose them. I don't mind. I hope you're looking after his car. There's only so much damage we can blame on the export crew. Bloodstains, bullet holes, burn marks, they'll go under general wear and tear. Anything freaky is gonna be a problem.
Meanwhile, my friend just fucking crashed hella hard there. Oh, I like the shortcut they're taking. I forgot about this. That was clever. So I haven't played this game in ages, so I've forgotten about all the little shortcuts and nooks and crannies of this whole city. I will say that we haven't done much city exploration yet. But they did... I do like the renewed, just like the new Liberty City we saw in GTA 4. Looks a lot more similar to the real-life New York City. Just more condensed, of course. Los Santos is the same way. The new redone Los Santos, you know, looks a lot closer to the actual LA than the, you know, the really crunched down vanilla version that we had in San Andreas. There's more iconic locations that you can recognize.
Where are you at with that car? I was worried about it taking damage. Now I'm worried about how many miles it'll have on the clock. Plot a course to my driver and follow it quick. Maybe one day you'll file a few patents, head up some research projects, bring that knowledge into the boardroom and be able to afford a car like this yourself. Until that day comes, don't think about driving around like you own it, okay? Pronto, people.
I wouldn't want a car like this anyway, it looks shitty. But, thanks, dude. Glad I skipped all that, holy shit.
You almost there? My driver's been mainlining junk energy drinks and downloading soft rock classics for a 40-hour drive to Central America. And she'd really appreciate it if you hurried up and sent her on her way.
That's quite a combination. I guess Central America's pretty far though, you gotta have something to cope. Long ass ride.
Out. I'm
Dylan!
Yeah, she seemed pretty pent up. Now we gotta help the other team deliver the schedule to the planning room if they haven't done that yet, but they did. We're done. I think we both teams finished around the same time, so. This ranks you kinda like the job points or whatever. Who contributed the most gets the highest little like medal or whatever. Bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Again, for every mission it's different how the game weighs your contribution essentially. I think there's an in-game achievement for getting platinums, a certain number of them. Oh my god. How was this? We all load back in my apartment and somebody's doing a bong rip. They're ghost-like because they're in passive mode. So you can't touch them or interact with them. I'm in passive mode too, but your own character won't look like that to you. Only other people in passive mode will be like a little ghost. Actually, I don't think I am, because otherwise that person would be... Because I think when you're in passive mode, everybody else, whether they are or not, will look like a ghost to you, and vice versa. I don't know, I can't remember. I know that that symbol, the circle with the line through it, is a passive mode thing, so... I know they're in passive mode for sure, and it's on the radar too. And for myself, I don't know though. I think even if you're in passive mode, when you see people who aren't, they won't look like a ghost. They'll be fully, solid like your own character. That's not how passive mode worked back in the PS3 days, though. It didn't really work at all in that one. You just couldn't be locked onto, but you could still be hurt and killed. So it was useless. Because it also stopped you from being able to fight back, because you couldn't pull out your own weapons. It was garbage. But on PS4, it actually works the way it was intended to. It actually makes you completely invincible to other player damage. They have to go out of their way to be able to kill you. Like, they have to... If they blow up a car near you, it won't hurt you. It'll send you flying, but you won't take damage. Except for maybe bumping into stuff when you get sent flying, but that won't kill you. Unless you go flying off of a really, really high place. Even then, I think there's protection. But they have to, if they blow up a car that then blows up another car that they didn't touch right next to you, then I think you die. But I still don't know if it counts as a kill for them. I don't know if that gives them a kill. Either way, it's so much work to try and kill someone in passive mode. Most people don't even bother, so you're pretty safe when you do that. The other issue with passive mode back in the PS3 days, it didn't protect your car. Now any car you get into becomes transparent and ghost-like, just like the character model themselves, making other players' bullets go right through you. And same with like rockets or anything like that. It just goes right through you and does no damage to you at all. You're literally invincible. But you also can't kill anyone else, obviously. Jesus, I took a bong rip. Everything's all blurry and green. And then it goes away when you start the next setup. Let's watch TV while we wait for our homies to show up, huh? Alright, so this is it. That was the last setup, I guess. Wait, was it? Hold on a second. Wasn't there one more setup? Yeah, there is. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a fourth one. I'm not sure what the hell happened here. Why it's showing this. Yeah, okay, there is... I get it. You have to watch another cutscene briefing before you unlock the last setup mission. You have to do all the other... I forgot some of the heists did this. My bad. I was like, what the hell's going on? We're not at the finale yet. Why does it show this? So you have to invite 3 other people just to watch a cutscene with you before actually launching the next setup and actually, like, starting it.
Hey, good work, people. Great job. Nice, we're still in business. Very well done. All of you. Very, very non-incriminating. Yes, that's the word I'm looking for. It's ironic given we, maybe now's not the best time to discuss irony. God, what is wrong with me, I'm usually such a high achiever.
Bruh, look at this dude.
So, before we remove
Dude,
Professor
bullshit.
Rashkovsky from his unwelcome stay in prison, we've got to clean up a few other loose ends pertaining to the case. Yes, it's a killing, but no, it's nothing immoral at all. Just lawyers. Well, the professor's old business associate and 2 lawyers, but really it's all the same. I mean, I always say, if you can't kill a couple lawyers to bend the law to your will, then who can you kill, right? Oh, here they are. Gavin Van de Loop and Josh Sherman. Get them on the way to City Hall, get the documents they're carrying. The business partner is Dima Popov. Extremely rich, extremely paranoid, and extremely horrible. Don't cry for this guy, no one else will. He's renting a place up in Richmond Glen. Just him, and a huge security team. Get close to him, take him down, and after that we should be ready to go.
Yeah, you gather everybody for a cutscene just to unlock the last setup. And then you're back to the lobby screen for the setup now. Half the team has to take out some lawyers outside City Hall and bring back their deposition. The other half has to silently dispatch Rashkovsky's business partner and his guards. This has nothing to do with actually setting up breaking him out. This is just, like he said, just kind of killing people that have a problem with him, or, It's kind of weird. It's just like, it just seems like it's just an extra mission to make you do more work before the actual heist, it's like it's not just about breaking him out, but you got to do these favors for him too, like getting his car and killing the lawyers trying to incriminate him and yada yada. It's like it's a little weird. It's like it feels like filler, you know? Like they added some filler missions to some of these heists for some reason. We waited over a year for them. It's pretty fair to be able to criticize them a little bit. The newer heists are a lot more fun and less fillery, I feel. Especially the heist that came out right after, well, not right after, but...
Stretch now. It's a 2-horse race with 2 of you in each horse, the ass and the head. Horse 1 is going for the lawyers at City Hall. Horse 2 is on the business partner in Richmond. Sound good? Get moving. Horse 1, there's a ladder going up to the roof of the building opposite City Hall. You've got your long-range rifles, right? We want to minimize risk of failure, so you're taking your kills at exactly the same time. Coordinate your shots.
Impossible to do without voice chat, by the way. So, if you're playing with randoms, good luck. It's like, just hope that your partner will take a shot, like, right before or right after yours, after you get set up.
Climb the ladder. Get in position on the rooftop.
You also don't have to use a sniper rifle.
Got a clear view of the steps? Vanderloop and Sherman are on a route in a black benefactor shafter. Do not shoot until they are out of the car.
See, we're not using a sniper, we're just gonna mow them down.
Here they come.
Oh shit.
Wait till they're out and take the shots at the exact same time. 2 shots, 2 kills. Well done. Now, go down and get their documents. If the police corner you, make sure you're killed, not captured.
Make sure you're killed and not captured. Thanks, dude. I'd rather not die. Don't want to go to prison either, but I'm not gonna just let them kill me.
The other team just cleaned up at Pompov's house. Bring the deposition back in.
God, there's so fucking many of them. Jesus Christ.
Not to bring those documents anywhere near the apartment until you are sure the police are not following you. Copy?
The dodge. Nope. No damage taken from stepping out to grab it. I like that. Some of these people are the same ones I did the Criminal Mastermind challenge with, too. Not all of them, but some of them. I mean, we're all part of the same crew and friend group, so we, like I said, we all used to play together and do heists a bunch together. This tunnel's another good way to lose the cops. You don't have to go all the way through it like my friend's doing right now. Okay, they stopped. I was wondering if they were gonna... The license plate for this one says gun for hire.
Sounds like the locals have given up their pursuit. Good work, team.
That perfume ad on that billboard smell like a bitch. It's the rest of our party's just been sitting here chilling, waiting for us. We were the slow asses. I think he just said all objectives complete, good work or something. Confidential documents enclosed. When they take a photo when you're blinking. Looks stoned as hell. No, I'm the one taking a bong hit coming out of that scene. It's involuntary. Yeah, like it just, a random character gets picked to take a bong rip like that. And when you finish that mission, and you will get high, you get the hazy green effect and everything, whether you like it or not. It's like, oh fuck. This is a 28-minute video, which means this must be the finale. It takes a while. Because of how much shit you gotta do. The heist finales are never short. I mean, even the setup missions take a good chunk of time, right? As far as I know, this one has like the shittest checkpoints too. Like if you fail, you gotta go back so far. Which some of these videos do have some failures, in which case I'll just fast forward back to where we were when that happens. Oh yeah, but see, there is the double RP and double money. This was during the, this was during the double heist payout week. The briefing up there is the same as when you first start the heist, so. Alright, here we go with the finale. Any day now. There we go.
Bruh. Look at this dude.
Got a bit of a problem. Some asshole
Surprise,
got wind of
motherfucker.
what we were up to. Apparently killing a guy's closest associate puts a bit of a spotlight on him. Anyway, now I'm told they put a price on the professor's head, so we gotta move. Now, is that clear? Can we get going? All right. And remember, the professor's paying you, not me. Not me at all. So keep him alive. Based on this inmate transfer schedule, Bolingbroke are expecting a new arrival. One of you is going to intercept the transport, make sure it doesn't get there. 2 of you are going to be taking our prison bus and making your way into the facility in its place. You'll be playing inmate and guard. Stay in character as long as it's useful, then make your way to the rooftops. I'll get on the radio and give you a path to the prof. Meanwhile, the pilot will have picked up the plane and be waiting on the evac in the air. Whoever stole the bus will be bypassing the prison and torching it somewhere discreet. After that, it's just a matter of getting your guy out of the clink and getting him onto the plane. Everyone flies out of there except for the bus thief. Professor Reshkovsky takes control of the plane. The 3 of you on board take a jump. The professor's out of U.S. airspace and reunited with his precious car. Simple. Should be the easiest money you'll ever make. Speak soon.
So I think even, especially because they're my friends, I actually don't mind giving them like the same equal cut. It only really bothers me when it's like randoms, you know. But these guys are going out of their way to not do the best heist just to help me make these videos. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. You know, we'll cut even. Because the last heist is the one that pays the most. Okay, who's doing what? Let me see. I'm the prisoner. So I'm gonna meet Rutschkovsky face to face. City Cat's on demolition. Finn Pup's the prison officer. And Falafel Grenade is the pilot. So we're not gonna see much of City Cat then. He's gonna be on his own getting rid of the prison bus or whatever. I'm gonna be held prisoner by Finn Pup while we get in there, and then we gotta escape together with Rutschkovsky, and we'll meet up with Falafel the pilot at the airstrip. And City Cat will just be off somewhere else doing their own thing. I think they help with the cops a little bit somehow. I can't remember how. Maybe we'll hear it on the headset when the guy's coordinating us. I'm also not stingy with the payout, even with randoms when it's double money. You know, it's like, whatever. We're all getting twice as much money anyway, so not that bad. And the setup cost is still the same, I believe. I believe the setup cost is still the same as if the payout was normal. So it was a really cool event. A lot of people are grinding out heists for that because it's very rare that they offer double money payouts. That's a very rare event they do. Once it's like, yeah, it's just super rare. Because heists are like the #1 way to make money if you can do them consistently. Alright, skip ahead to when everybody's ready. There it is. I like that the pilot actually put on a pilot uniform. I don't know if they're required to do that or if he was just getting in character for the fuck of it. I know that me and the prison guard have to be in uniform. Like, you know, she has to have the fucking... Finn Pup has to have the vest and everything look like an actual prison guard uniform, and I have to look like an actual prisoner.
Splitting into... Okay, you're splitting into 2 teams. Transporter, officer, you're the ground team. To start with, you'll collect our bus from the junkyard at Sandy Shores. Demolitions, you're the perimeter team. You'll be hijacking the inbound Bolingbroke transport. The pilot's going to LSIA. And me, I'm gonna put up some smoke in a nice crowded public place. We've given everyone an AP pistol and a special carbine, so there's no fighting over who's the favorite. Ground team, when you get to the bus, the officer's driving, the transporter's in the back playing inmate. If the perimeter team do their job, you'll go in place of the scheduled bus. No one will know the difference. This operation's burnt if you attract police attention, so keep your heads down. Got it? Okay, get to work.
The graphics are such a huge upgrade, and this is still the PS4 version we're watching, by the way. But there's such a huge upgrade from GTA 4.
Right. Take it to Bolingbroke and avoid attention.
Like, I noticed it the most with that car just now. The little cinematic shots I got of my friend's car. When we get to the single player, by the way, I'll just let it keep going. When we get to the single player segments of this playthrough, I will be playing it for the first time ever on PS5. So I can't wait to see how much better the graphics look. Like I already have my save file from the PS4. I transferred it to the PS5, so I can like technically I have played it, but I haven't played through the story. I mean, but I've already looked at what the environment looks like, and yeah, it's like way better. And the frame rate is so smooth too.
You're coming up on Bolingbroke. Hold it together and they'll let you in. You've got clearance.
Just one, huh? I thought the drug laws were keeping us full. Come on.
You bastard!
Nice tongue-in-cheek way of saying, you know, crime keeps us employed. Nice social commentary there. It's very true. Crime stopped, all the cops and prison guards would lose their jobs.
Okay, get to it. As long as they think you're an inmate and a guard, they shouldn't raise the alarm. I said shouldn't.
Of course, my partner just said, fuck it. Fuck the stealth. I have to use whatever weapons I can pick up because I had to go in with nothing but a pistol. Obviously. But everybody else on my team, they all get their weapons, I don't. But yeah, that comment was a nice little, a nice way to point out the juxtapositions of our society. Like, you know, the fact that problems create employment, so creating problems can be beneficial for creating employment, which is a nasty paradox when you think about it.
The facility is on alert. You move for Rishkovsky. Go west along the walkway, taking a left at the fork. You'll turn right at the next fork and see some stairs in front of you. Shit, you got noose on the way. Protect yourselves. The prison's in lockdown. There's only one path to Rishkovsky.
Never mind, the noose is still in this game. I guess they do show it. I just remember them looking very different from the noose in GTA 4, that's all. That's why I didn't remember if they were in this game or not. It's been a long time.
The asset is downstairs in the yard. Transporter, you're securing him. Officer, run interference.
Dylan!
I thought they were sending professionals. I collaborate and nearly get a ship for their pleasure. Just give me... Nice. There are some screws I hope we run into. Let's go!
It's just a pistol, man. It ain't that great. Oh, there's our friend, the demolitions guy. He gets a helicopter. I'm not sure if they give it to him or he just got it on his own.
I was safer than myself!
But he uses a helicopter to help us from out there. You can see him up there.
Your hands, transporter. Protect Reshkovsky. Officer, you're clearing a path for the transporter and Reshkovsky. Get them out alive. This is how it's gonna work. You're gonna clear the area, then Reshkovsky will roll up. Clear and move. Clear and move. We need him out in one piece. Make it safe and the asset will move up. There's a small gap between the two buildings to your west. That's your exit out of the northern yard. We are going to incentivize this. We need Reshkovsky out of the country quickly and in good health. The better you do those things, the better you're paid. We ain't moving till the area's clear. Come on.
Let's go!
Remember, a scratch on Reshkovsky is a scratch off your paychecks. And the quicker you get him out, the
I think it's the same alarm that was used in the assault on the prison in Alderney City during the Lost and Damned, when you play as Johnny Cleavitz in GTA 4. I think it's literally the same alarm looping over and over. When you go in, when you assault the prison to kill Billy inside. But yeah, surprise, surprise, another prison assault mission, huh? I think he got in on the passenger side, yeah. You can't close that door unless somebody sits in that seat. So they're gonna swing around. Which unfortunately means I'm a little exposed now. If the cops can line up a shot through that door, they can hit me. It's not good. Yeah, the pilot has to constantly dodge, at this point, the pilot who's flying around above us has to constantly dodge, a military jet chasing them. It's not too hard, actually. It sounds intimidating, but it's actually pretty dumb AI. And even if you find a way to, like, lose them or get them to crash, they'll just... Or actually, no, you can't do that. Well, they can't crash on their own, but otherwise they'll just keep following you. But you can actually loop around and get behind it, and it's too stupid to realize how to get back behind you again if you can just follow it instead of having it following you. Just explaining the pilot's POV, which we don't get to see. Yeah. The emphasis they keep putting on coordination. It's like Rockstar's way of saying you need voice chat for this. Doing it with randoms, you can only do it with people who already know how to do it and, you know, hope that everyone does their role without having to be told. And see, we just failed. We took so long to get in the plane, my partner died. The one that was with me in the van. They got shot to pieces. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and fast forward back to that segment, so we don't have to watch everything all over again. Because it's literally everything. We gotta break into the prison and everything. Yeah, it sucked. Oh shit! 120 times fast forward speed is actually pretty fast. Alright, here we are again. No wonder the video was 30 minutes. I was like, it doesn't take that long to do the prison break. Because we died. Well, one of our, you know, crew got killed. Oh shit, the fucking car's blocking his... So yeah, the demolitions expert is the one who gets, I think they do, the mission gives you a buzzer to use to support the ground team like they did when they were shooting missiles into the prison to kill some of the guards for us. And now they're, you know, running interference on the other cop helicopters that are trying to stop us right now. I was a pro at fucking opening of my parachute at the last second. I took a hell of a risk there. I haven't played this game in a while, so I wouldn't do that now, but I remember back then I practiced a lot about doing that shit. Because I was impatient to just wait for the parachute to get me there. It was too slow. I was just like, no, I'll just open it when I'm as close to the ground as possible. Well, the guy already said he wants to hire us for something else after this, I guess. You're the co-pilot of a combat helicopter. Press right on the D-pad to use a rocket launcher. It doesn't work as well like that, though, because you have to manually aim it and it's not heat-seeking. If you let the pilot use it instead, it will lock on and actually track the enemy that you lock onto. So it's better to just let the pilot do it, honestly. Anyway, there doesn't seem to be any dialogue, so I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Oh. I didn't realize there was... I forgot there was a cutscene that just ends right here. You don't actually have to fly all the way back to the apartment. Cool. Los Santos. The city of saints. Not the city of angels, which is Los Angeles. Jesus, dude. $1 million, that doubled. That means it's worth... It's normally 500 grand. Yeah, you can't even do the quick restart if you want the elite challenge. So you didn't even get to see the requirements if you do it that way. That by far is the hardest one though, because there's just so many moving parts and everybody has such important roles that it's one guy fucks up, the whole thing's done. It's definitely the one that requires the most coordination out of all the heists, which is strange that it's the first 4-person heist, and then the rest after this are so much easier. Normally music plays there, but it, you know, the recording edits it out for DMCA reasons. But yeah, normally there's a little bit of victory music there when they all clink the glasses and take a shot. Everybody's basically like...
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
We won! I'm not sure if I wait for a phone call here or we just dick around for a bit before I cut the recording. The kale smoothie! Yep, tastes like ass, but it's healthy. It instantly refills. This might be the part where I get the phone call. There's one phone call after you complete a heist, and then there's another one to start that allows you to start the... Well, it unlocks the next one for you. You have to wait around for both of them. Right now I'm waiting around for the post-heist call. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward to this bomb hit. This game's a lot of fun with proper friends to play with. Oh, here we go, hold on. Jesus.
That wasn't you, was it? Bolingbrook? You know how I said I didn't want to touch that job with a 10-foot barge pole? Well, if I'd known what it was going to be, I would have told you I didn't want to touch anyone who touched it with a 10-foot barge pole. It's too late now, isn't it? Things are pretty quiet right now. Those people, and me too. That's not to say there won't be something down the line.
We're back to the loud-ass phone calls. Jesus Christ. Again, I don't know what the hell I was doing with my audio settings years ago. I was like fucking with it just to see how it would sound on the recording, but I probably shouldn't have done that. Should have been more careful, but I didn't have that foresight. Because I wasn't sure when I was going to stream this. Oops. So yeah, Lester's a little bit worried about, you know, the fact that you did that job when he warned you not to. There's another, yeah, I didn't get the other phone call to set up the next one. I'm realizing now the reason I don't get those phone calls is because, like I said, on the main character, my main character on the same account, I already did all the heists, so the game doesn't give me those on the alternate character. It only gives me the post-heist phone calls, the one we just heard, basically. But it doesn't give me the phone call to unlock the next one because technically all the heists are already unlocked for me because I'm playing on an alternate character on the same account. So the only way to listen to those phone calls is using this YouTube video that I keep going back to. So that's what we're going to do. Alright. Should be at the beginning of this one.
If a repeat customer is any indicator, you might not be bad at this whole, thing, after all. That person I put you in touch with, he's got another job. If it's anything like the last job, I won't want to know anything about it except for the finder's fee. Don't worry, it comes out of their end, not yours. He's gonna stop by again soon.
So there it is. He lets you know the guy who hired you last time wants to hire you again. Let me put the audio back to it where it's supposed to be. 62 for that. Yeah. Alright, so the setup cost for the Humane Labs raid is 108 grand. Jesus. You know what? Actually, looking at that, I think the setup costs were doubled as well, which is kind of shitty, those assholes. Because I don't remember it costing that fucking much when it's not double payout. So I think even the setup costs are doubled. Assholes. So you gotta get into Humane Labs and get out with their files. After the EMP is triggered, half the team goes in with night vision, the other half holds off reinforcements in the attack chopper, and then the chopper team collects the ground team. That's the mission. Okay. I don't know who's coming with me, I'm just gonna fast forward. Is it gonna be randoms? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know these people. I don't know any of them. That means there's probably going to be some retries in these setups and the final heist, so then, you know, be fast forwarding a lot when that happens. Oops. There we go.
Hello, people. I think you'll like this. It pays a lot, which is what you want. So there's this chemical laboratory called Humane Labs. Used to be run by Rashkovsky and Popov's pharma company. A few years ago, it was leased to a shadow company run in part by Don Percival. You guys know Don Percival? Well, he's a warmongering right-wing douche with all the subtlety of a red dildo. Trust me, I've met a lot of them. Yeah, warmongering right-wing douches, not red dildos. Whatever. Percival is up to no good in that shithole. Nerve agents, we believe. At least, that's what the intel seems to suggest. What I got told on the street, and what my boss, who doesn't want you to know his name, will pay you to discover, because, well, don't worry about the why, just worry about the how. First, got a couple things to take care of. Get the Humane Labs key codes and the armored 4x4s, like the ones guarding the place. You'll do the key code exchange just off Elgin Avenue. You're going to be meeting with somebody who's had a bit of trouble with the Bureau, so please use caution. One of you is going to do the exchange, one of you is a bodyguard, and the other two are going to be lookouts. The armored 4x4s belong to Merryweather Security Consulting, which belongs to Don Percival, who is running Humane Labs. You'll find the Merryweather insurgents on exercise at Davis Courts in Blaine County. All right, people, doesn't matter what order you do this in, just get it done. This will pay well. No questions asked. We never met.
Okay, so the Humane Labs raid will start with, let's go down the list, of course. The first setup, the key codes. Meet a contact in downtown to receive the Humane Labs key codes. Set up lookouts and security at the meet in case of interruption. Looked like a familiar face there. The picture of the person we're meeting. I thought let's just skip to when we start.
tell my contact to meet you off Elgin Avenue.
Nice flash of my custom license plate there for some reason.
Contact's trying to drop her bureau surveillance. I mean, that would be tough in normal circumstances, but these guys have a real hard on for her. And not creepy, just annoying sense. So anyway, we're hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. That's why we got a team of 4 on this. Let's go. My contact needs to be able to get in and out quick. Make sure the entrance to the lot isn't blocked by your vehicle.
Wait for your crew to get in position. I think I'm on the... Yeah, I think I'm on the little team that picks up the documents. Wait for the contacts to arrive. Like we have the fast forward button, huh? Let's see, who's this?
You here for the access codes? Humane Labs?
Anyone recognize her voice?
All right. When I get the all clear, we'll give you the codes. Can I get sign off? We need to be sure about that.
Her face too, a little bit.
That bank. That was you, right? Or someone associated to you? What you're getting into right now is a whole different ballgame, my friends. You got the go-ahead? We got it.
You son of a...
The FIB, what are these clowns doing here? Shit!
Fuck! Over there! Move up! Move up! Hands in the air! Go!
She looks a bit different. It's been 5 years, but I'll go ahead and spell it out. That was Karen. Michelle. Nico's ex-girlfriend who only went out with him, pretended to go out with him to, you know, subdue him into the whatever agency she works for. We still don't know. That was her. So, for those who play GTA 4, at this point now you know that you and your friends, your crew, here in these heists were working for the same agency that had Nico under their thumb, you know, in exchange for Darko Brevich's location. That was Karen. So she's aged 5 years, that's why she looks different, but also the graphics engine is different, so, you know, there's that too. That was her.
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
Bureau's coming at us. Damn it.
This is why, I should mention, this is why I'm showing the, you know, the Grand Theft Auto Online portion of the story, because it does tie into the single player. It even ties into GTA 4 story.
Do not surrender. Take them out. We are burned if you are caught. You need to clean up these agents. They're chasing a payoff and they will keep coming.
They're obviously not with, you know, Karen obviously doesn't work for the FIB, because we already knew that from GTA 4 when that guy she was working with was like, when Nico's like, who are you working for, FIB? And he was like, no. He's like, first I don't work for them. He's all, do I look homosexual? He's all, do I was like, what the fuck? I still don't get that jab. Not the FIB, by the way. I don't know why that guy says that. He's all, but do I look like somebody who cares more about the size of your Johnson or something? That's why Karen there was like, yeah, FIB, what are these clowns doing here? I like how she was pretty ominous with us, too. She's like, you're the one who hit that bank, right? She's all, what you're getting into now is a whole nother ball game. Yeah, I bet.
Looks like you're clear, but we've heard that before. Drop the codes at HQ and look out for tails.
So the FIB still have their Buffaloes from GTA 4. They still drive it. They drive the newer models in this game, but it's, yeah, same car. More or less. Oh, there's the key codes. Again with the bong rip. See, I'm playing with randoms, and since I'm in my own like invite-only private session, they don't appear here with me. I think I even end up with a completely different crew for the next setup too. So high, I can't even read that. Jesus. Insurgents. Take 2 insurgent LAPVs from a Merryweather test site at the Davis Quartz Quarry for use in the raid on Humane Labs. I forgot we end up, yeah, taking these RVs from hell, as what's his name would say in that old-ass movie, Tango and Cash. Skip the matchmaking. Mikey. Completely new crew. Oh, one of my friends showed up. That Rez 1211 guy. Yeah, he played this game a lot longer than I did. Ranked 500. So at least I have one person I can trust now. I like that you can see the earpieces that they're using to talk to each other. Our characters aren't technically mute. They can talk, it's just their voice is your voice. And I'm not kidding about that either. This game actually, if you use the in-game voice chat for this, which is not as clear as using like party chat, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you use the in-game voice chat feature, your character's mouth will actually move in sync with your voice. So your character's voice is technically supposed to be your own. So it's like, you know, the character's meant to represent you. It's an extension of yourself, I guess.
Let's get down to Davis Quartz.
When you play with randoms, sometimes there's always that one rebel who just wants to drive their own vehicle instead of getting in the car with the rest of us. In this case, this dude is just wanting to bike there in rainy weather for some reason. Let him go.
You know, if these insurgent LAPVs, light armored personnel vehicles, came in electric with driverless capabilities, might look into the financing options. Use it for the kids' soccer run. Not that I have children. That I know of. Officially. It's paperwork, right? For cars, not kids. And who needs it when I can recruit degenerates like you to go on errands? Hey, by the way, you mind picking up some milkware out? I'm joking. You'll only be asked to collect what's needed for a larger operation, so unless we're taking advantage of a guard's lactose intolerance, you won't be sent to the farmer's market. Rest assured. Looks like you're almost at the quarry. Merryweather have rented the place to do some tests on the insurgent LAPVs. It's a live fire test, so expect resistance once you engage. Try and hold off engaging for as long as possible, though. Your best chance of success will come if you retain control of the situation. These vehicles are fast, armored, all-terrain, perfect for a militarized police, police-sized military, and concerned civilian interests. Whether you're driving this into enemy forces in the theater of war or a crowd of protesters in downtown LS.
Insurgent LAPV Mark III integrity test on my signal.
Get the insurgents and get out of there. Use the mounted machine gun on one of them if you have to. I'll meet you at our safe house on North Columbia Way.
The insurgents are bulletproof for the most part as well, but they don't protect the people inside as well as the Kuruma does. The glass is not bulletproof on the insurgents like the glass is bulletproof on these. So this is actually still a better armored vehicle for protection. The thing is, the insurgents, one of the model of the insurgents has a machine gun on it. So there is that. Body armor just floating there.
They're gonna send people after you, and they aren't going to be nice people. Make sure we get the LAPVs back in one piece.
It's all on to hurry the fuck up and get in the damn car. And there we go. Our first death. One of the randoms, he got himself popped. That's,
How are those LAPVs doing? Come on, folks.
I'm not sure why, oh, we had an extra team life because I played on the lower difficulty. Because I knew that was gonna happen. Right. I was like, how come I didn't fail yet? As long as that idiot doesn't get himself killed out there by himself, we're fine. But I doubt he's gonna... If you see a flag icon on a player marker on the map, that means they're in the pause menu. So he obviously paused to open up the map to see where the hell we were. We're not going back for him because, you know, that'll just get him killed again. If we keep the attention of the enemies, they won't kill him. That's our idea. Let's see what he's gonna do. What the fuck?
Son of a bitch!
He's rushing us because he wants to get to some kind of golf game or something? Or I don't know what the hell he just said. He's in a hurry to get somewhere though.
You know the person who said good things come to those who wait? She clearly did not have access to the internet. This is the age of instant gratification, and I need those insurgents 10 minutes ago.
It's rewind time.
That dude is not patient at all. So once you get close enough to the drop-off point, you have to finish off the last of your pursuers. So it says take out Merryweather. You gotta kill the rest of them. See, what's really cool about that machine gun up top is you're covered from the back. That big panel right there, it keeps the shooter safe from being shot from behind. They only have to worry about what's in front of them. They're covered by the insurgents panel there behind them, which is also bulletproof, so pretty cool. The driver is not protected at all, which in this case is me, so I'm getting shot to pieces, but I have the heavy heist gear on, so I only take half damage with each bullet shot, so to help me stay alive.
Bring them in. I'm waiting.
Hold your horses, asshole!
Son of a...
I tell you, we only needed one of these. Other one's a spare. What? You're gonna be going in the one without a gun. Don't want to draw attention. Pull the electrics, strip the plating, EMP will go in. Merryweather won't notice a difference. You guys won't need armor in there, will you? Alright, now get going. Let's wrap this up.
Now he tells us he only wanted one. He didn't perjure himself, though. He never did say. He never did say he only needed one. But he never told us he needed both either, so... It's just a case of our characters not, paying attention to the finer details, so we got both of them. Probably for the best, though. I think I went AFK here for a bit. Probably taking a break. Grabbing a snack or something. I'm gonna do a cooking stream. That's what he's getting ready to do over here. We got milk. Some oranges in the foreground, I think. I don't know. So we gotta watch a cutscene before doing the rest of the setups. But you have to invite 3 other people to watch the cutscene with you for some reason, like last time. My boy Rez is there. Mikey's coming back for more. Our 4th is a new person called Young Messi.
Okay, well done. Should take this up for a living. We're making progress here. Like I said, nothing complex or dangerous, and that is exactly the way I want you to approach this next little task. We are going to borrow something off the Navy.
What the hell my character was doing? He's just like dicking around. And the dude next to him just kind of ignores him, like whatever.
An EMP. They're not gonna mind. Thing is kept on a plane. The plane is kept on a boat. The boat is kept in the ocean. All very simple, just borrowing something off the government, like a library. You are going to bring the plane here. We're gonna unload the EMP, sell the plane to fund the rest of the operation, write out the late fees. Easy. After that, you need to deliver the EMP here. We're gonna borrow a helicopter from here, and we should be good to go. All right? Great. Good. Call me.
The EMP. Get hold of an electromagnetic pulse device to shut down power at Humane Labs. It's currently installed in a Hydra jump jet. This is the mission that's meant to resemble the one that Terreno has Carl do in San Andreas, where he tells him to steal a Hydra so that it can sink 3 spy ships or whatever. It's meant to be a callback to that. It even feels like it when you get there. Invading the aircraft carrier and everything, stealing the jets. So not a lot of people back then knew about using the heist heavy gear to have extra armor for these. Because me and Reds are the only ones doing it.
The EMP is out at sea, but get over to El Burro Heights first. There's a boat there you can use as tender. Enjoy this moment of calm before the storm. It won't be an actual storm, according to my weather app, but there'll probably be explosions and waves caused by things crashing into the sea. Hopefully not you, or the plane we're after. Only the bad guys will crash into the sea. It'll be uplifting, but traumatic as well, so, yeah. Enjoy the calm.
Bruh. Look at this dude.
Oh, that is sick! I almost landed inside! We would have been stuck, which would have been bad, but... Still, that would have been amazing. Can't believe I forgot about that.
You're coming up on the boat. Everyone on board, head out to sea.
Hey, what the fuck did I do here? I took the scenic road down. That borderline T-posing. Oh wow, Red's fell behind. Now, once you're inside, I cannot help you. And Carl's like, well, can you help me now? And he's like, well, actually, no, I can't. No.
Southeasterly bearing, and you'll see the vessel you're boarding. You know what an EMP is, right? An electromagnetic pulse. Goes off and fries all the electrics in the vicinity. They're keeping it in a Hydra jump jet, 40-year-old technology. But anything newer would rely on circuitry and get taken out by the pulse. Yeah, I know. An insurgent and an EMP are non-standard equipment for a raid like this. Based on Reshkovsky's in-depth knowledge of the facility, the schematics he provided, we've been able to draw up a plan with a high probability of success. Human factor discounted. The drawback is the shopping list. But you have it in your hands now, and you're running down the aisles and filling up our carts. Come on.
These rough waves really slow us down.
Aircraft carrier, prepare to board and make your way up to the flight deck. When you find the Hydra with the EMP on it, bring it back to the base. How do we know it's on the ship? The crew leaked an inventory on the dark net. Put everything up for sale, the bastards. If we don't get this equipment, it'll go into the hands of the terrorists, not thieves.
I'm sorry, what did he just... I zoned out from the jet taking off. What did he just say? About... If we don't...
Leaked an inventory on the dark net. Put everything up for sale, the bastards. If we don't get this equipment, it'll go into the
I
hands
see.
of the terrorists, not thieves.
Wow, very big difference there. But yeah, I get what he's saying.
There are two ways.
Hold on.
You ready to board? There are two ways into the hangar bay. One door in front of you and another up a flight of stairs. Make your way through the hangar and take some more stairs up to the flight deck.
The game has its own music. I don't have to play music anymore, but I wanted to play that. Just for the alarm.
Mayday! Mayday! We are under attack!
They put out a mayday signal. Keep pushing and get to the jet. There's a supply room off the hangar bay if you need to stock up.
God, Nate!
The Hydra's at the far end of the flight deck. It has vertical takeoff and landing capabilities, so whoever's flying better know how to get airborne.
I like how you mentioned that the Hydra's 40-year-old technology. I mean, it was available in San Andreas, so that was 1992. This is 2013, so
One of you is flying the Hydra.
20 years ago. Jesus.
Sure it gets there. Don't disappoint me.
Yeah, the events of San Andreas were 20 years before this game. And the thing is 40 years old, so it was already that plane model was already a thing 20 years before that.
Enemy have the Hydra. We need friendlies airborne.
Zancudo 6, roll down the jet.
And one of our randoms just killed the other one. Like an idiot.
Down those jets before they down you. I am not pulling the EMP out of your wreckage.
But at this point, if you die and you have lives, your team respawns in the jet already midair. So our teammate who got fucking PvP killed just now respawned already in the air with laser jet. These laser jets are much newer than the Hydra. They're much better, which is why you have to serve as like a bodyguard. You and your friends in laser jets have to protect the person flying the outdated fucking Hydra. There's a fuck ton of enemy fighter jets. You have to hold down a button to actually get it to lock on, I think. The thing about the laser jets is they're, the cannon fire. These cannons are actually, they have explosive ammo. I told y'all already I fly better in first person. That didn't change in this game. So you're gonna be seeing this a little bit. Which I think that the altimeter will tell you that you're crooked, basically. It'll tell you when you're right side up, you know? Aside from that, it just looks really cool to see all the plane instruments on the inside. Okay, one of our teammates just died again. It was the other one. So, I was the guy piloting the Hydra too. I think at this point me and my friend Rez were like, one of us needs to get to the Hydra because these idiots don't know what the fuck they're doing. See how far back we are. Oh, not that far.
All stations, code red.
They put out a mayday signal and keep pushing and get to the jet.
Mikey got on the Hydra this time. The laser jets are newer technology, but they have to take off like this, horizontally. They don't have VTOL like the Hydras.
We'll get your plane.
Down those jets before they down you. I am not pulling the EMP out of your wreckage.
You fast forward because, you know, we failed this, we gotta start over. Again? The Hydra again? Did the guy just go into the water? What happened? I forgot there was a few fails on this mission. Actually, I vaguely remember that, and when I was recording this, I was like, we're gonna have to skip past this when I finally live stream it someday. Yeah, I forgot. This is the one where I have to skip a bunch of retries. See, at this point, I think I yanked him out. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you dumbass, you suck.
Take off now. They've got our Hydra.
I guess we both fell off somehow.
They put out a mayday signal and keep pushing and get to the jet. Down those jets before they down you. I am not pulling the EMP out of your wreckage.
And then he yanks me out because he wants to pilot it. But I already raised it up, so now we're both gonna fall to the ground. This is what happens when you play with randoms. I want to fly it! You suck, dude! You've already blown it up twice! You fucking idiot! So yeah, I think at this point me and Rez are kind of like, fuck these guys, and we end up finding someone new, eventually. I'm not sure though. I can't remember what happened. This is the problem with playing with randoms. Alright, let's see if he actually pilots it better. No, of course not. No, I'm not sure. At this point, I think my friend just killed himself because he's like, fuck this guy. Because we're talking to each other at this point. You can't hear it, but we were just kind of like, fuck this idiot. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He keeps trying to pilot the Hydra, but doesn't know how. There he goes again.
This is not a drill. Code red emergency.
They put out a mayday signal and keep pushing and get to the jet.
Enemy have the Hydra. We need friendlies airborne.
Nice. I was looking at the map because I couldn't see what happened here, but I think my friend Rez actually took off so fast he couldn't. That Mike he couldn't steal the jet from him. Look. Because he got up there, and then all of a sudden Rez was like, "Nope." He just tilted the plane up, and the guy like it interrupted his animation for pulling him out of the plane. So then look, the guy fell into the water. Now he's just swimming around like an idiot. I was too nice. I didn't take off fast enough because I was like, come on, dude, please. My friend Rez is more ruthless. He was like, fuck you, dude. You had your chance. Literally, sometimes you're just playing with fucking 5-year-olds. Literally, though. When you play with randoms on this game, that's, you know. Literally, you can hear them over the mic sometimes. They're literally 5-year-olds, so yeah, that's some... who knows what the age of that dude actually is, but... Dude's a fucking idiot who just constantly wanted to pilot the Hydra, even though he sucked ass at it and kept getting killed.
There's a supply room off the hangar bay if you need to stock up. These jets are 4 decades newer than the Hydra. Keep going.
Now look how easy that is when you actually have a competent pilot who knows how to actually dodge, you know, enemy jets and missiles. I'm quite surprised though that Mike idiot didn't just rage quit after he didn't get to pilot the Hydra. You know, he's still just swimming around in the water, I think. Oh no, he finally got a jet. Let's make sure he doesn't pull off some other stupid shit like trying to, you know, kill himself just to protest that he didn't get to pilot the Hydra and keep making us fail the fucking mission. Anyway, what'd this guy say? I missed it.
Clear skies. Bring the Hydra in and we'll take a look at that EMP.
Alright, cool. But see, this whole situation that just happened, it's why I'm not doing this live. It's why I recorded it ahead of time, because I was like, if I try to do this while live streaming, it's going to be a nightmare. We're just going to run into randoms who suck ass like that, or who troll you intentionally, regardless of streaming or not. But either way, the stream will go way longer than I wanted to. That's why I recorded these years in advance. I was planning to stream this game many years ago. I never did, but I held on to the footage because I knew I was going to do it eventually. So I'm glad I held on to the recordings. Otherwise, I'd be dealing with this shit live right now and without a friend to help me out. So like I said, most of these people, including the friend who helped me here, Rez. Oh, he did do it, look! Look at that. Mikey committed suicide like a piece of shit. Because he's mad he didn't get to pilot the Hydra, even though he kept failing and getting himself killed in it. The thing is, we have an extra life, though. So, hopefully Rez can land the fucking Hydra before he kills himself again, so we can actually finish the goddamn mission. I don't know, though. Rez, hurry the fuck up, bro. Pause, champ. We got it. And Mikey, whatever the hell the rest of your name is, fuck you. You suck.
Go to work.
You suck!
EMP comes out of the jet, goes back into the 4x4. We use the jet to make some money, destabilize an oil state, and we prep the insurgent to go back into the Merryweather fleet. Now, we're moving on to...
Doesn't that give away what the agency they work for? I mean, come on. Even back when Nico first met Karen and the ULP guy, I said it before, they were very likely CIA agents. And look at what he said just now. Destabilizing an oil state, it's like, yeah, that's classic, like, standard CIA stuff. It's definitely who it is.
Their fleet. Now, moving on to Phase 2, and that means taking the Insurgent, once it's fitted with the EMP, and getting it into Humane Labs, so we can turn the lights on. Hey! Careful with that thing! It also means getting a Valkyrie attack chopper from, well, this will teach them who to listen to, Merryweather Security at the Port of LS. Once we're done with that, we'll go back to your place, get started on that thing I know nothing about. Details are on your board. You're bored at the apartment. Go!
I like how it said, well, this will teach them who to listen to. I guess they've tried to hire Merryweather security before and they didn't work out. Yeah, there it is. Monkey Kim 21, you suck ass. This was like back in 2017. I doubt they're even around anymore, but fuck them for trolling unintentionally. Well, no, they just sucked, but then they got mad they didn't get to pilot the Hydra, so then they killed themselves on purpose to try and complain, throwing a fucking tantrum like a 2-year-old. So fuck them. Look, he runs away because he knows what's about to happen to him if he doesn't. Get the fuck out of here, dumbass. Like how Rez is trying to low-key bait him by staying in passive mode next to the gas pumps. The guy who got in the car with him, Young Messi, just left before even I did when I used the job invite. That guy was actually alright. Alright, now we're doing the Valkyrie setup. But yeah, I think at this point my friend Rez was pointing out to me that maybe recording these videos during double heist payout was probably not the best idea, because then you have, just a bunch of fucking noobs who just want the money but don't know what they're doing, like that Mikey dude, who just get in your party and, fuck everything up. He's probably right about that. Acquire a Valkyrie helicopter gunship for the raid on Humane Labs. Merryweather Security are storing it at their base in the Los Santos Naval Port. As you can see, we were desperate from how long this matchmaking was taking, so we didn't kick the guy out even though he joined us again. Mikey dude. Look how long it takes to find a fourth. Like I said, we were desperate, so we kept him around. I was nervous the whole time he was probably going to try to troll us again. I don't know if he does or not, we'll find out. But I do remember that back then, I was just like, oh great. This idiot.
Alright, you on the way to the LS Naval Port?
See, I'm watching him.
We're in close channels, so I'll let you know if there are any problems on the horizon. Get the chopper and get out. That's the order of the day.
I'm watching him closely because I'm just like, what are you gonna do, asshole?
You can approach Merryweather's positions from the front or the back, on land or by sea, or from both directions. Full disclosure here, folks. This is Merryweather Security's San Andreas base. If you think they take other people's security seriously, you should see how they treat their own turf. Expect armed patrols, sniper units, and emergency response teams. Your best shot is moving fast and staying in front of them. The Valkyrie attack chopper's got 3 gun placements. Minigun positions on either side and a large caliber explosive round gun in the co-pilot's seat. So, one of you will fly it, the other... That's on the off chance there's anything to shoot other than seagulls.
You know what it is? Those little stops are when I accidentally pushed the share button because I was thinking about cutting the clip or something, or taking a screenshot or something. I can't remember what it was. Because it pauses recording when you go into the PlayStation menu in any way, including just pulling up the little sidebar to take screenshots or save a recording.
You going to the front? Okay, remember, they know that warehouse better than you. They know the hiding spots. Watch your 6s, watch your 3s. Keep it 2 by 2. Over.
That poor bastard, man. He didn't even have a chance. We ran his ass over.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Meriwether's channel's blowing up. I'll take that to mean you've made contact. Move on the chopper. One flying, the rest manning the guns.
Back up! Finish him up!
I like how one of the things that Meriwether yells at you is get a job. Sort of a weird thing to yell at somebody that you're shooting at. And they're shooting back at you. This other random Saber the Crusader over here got himself capped. Yeah, see, your max health increases with rank. And Saber died again, so of course we gotta retry now. Once you pass rank 100 though, it doesn't go up anymore. Your max health. It'll keep showing up like that, as if it is, but it's not. It just keeps flashing 100 out of 100. It's like, then why do you keep showing me this? Time to fast forward. I'm gonna fast forward once we get on the fucking helicopter. Okay. Let me see. It's marked differently now. It's got some chick bending over on it instead of the spade symbol I had before.
They've dispatched air units. Point and pull the triggers. You cannot bring bogeys back to us. That bird's got a beak and talons, but not many feathers, if you get me. It's well armed with barely any armor. Pilot, keep the other helos at a distance. Gunners, make your shots count.
The passenger with the explosive cannon shots that you see there blowing up in the air definitely has the most powerful weapon. Us two on the sides with the miniguns, we can't really do much until we get closer because the accuracy, you know. The passenger is the one with the strongest weapon. Dude riding shotgun, basically. He's flying! The buzzard. He's like spinning out and falling, but it's still shooting up at us.
Just north of the Alamo Sea. Drop it and you're done.
My boys are waiting to babysit it. Is that what he said, or did he say something else? Did I embellish? No, he said my people are waiting to babysit the bird just north of the Alamo Sea. Okay.
Babysit the bird just north of the Alamo Sea. Drop it and you're done.
I like how he said at the end. Oh shit! Hold on.
We've collected quite a fleet for this op. The light armored personnel carriers, the jump jet, and now the attack chopper. Countries have been invaded with less. Unsuccessfully. You know what I say? Never be too prepared or too well equipped. Why outthink the other guy when you can outspend him? Ideally using someone else's funds.
Dylan!
Bring the chopper down easy. Don't want to mess this up now.
Yeah, seriously, imagine destroying the helicopter right here. After all that work. Whew. I was just going to say, I like how he said at the end. Oh, still got a cutscene. I thought it was just going to end right there.
Okay, we got it from here.
It's the same two guys. Every time. It's the CIA agent, guys. Anyway, yeah, I like how he said at the end of the Prison Break thing that you guys are... He said you guys are a lot more professional than I expected or something, or you're very professional, so... You know, I want to hire you guys again for something else. It's quite a compliment for some random thugs. Well, I guess if Lester saw potential in us to hire us, you know, or to hook us up with these big jobs or whatever. I guess it wasn't for nothing. So obviously the CIA has Lester monitored to a certain extent, or else they wouldn't have found us through him. And even he didn't know who they were exactly. They were able to stay under his radar. Mr. Hacker Man with that house full of shit ton of security in Los Santos. The security cameras and everything. Anyway, I think there's still another heist setup for this. Let me see. Yeah, you have to deliver the EMP to the lab before the raid. It's actually a raid. More than a heist. It is a raid. You're raiding the lab. That's why it's called the Humane Labs raid. I like how they call it Humane Labs. Like he's talking about how they're developing nerve gas agents and shit. Anyway, there's too much left to do. This setup, I kind of wanted to finish this heist, but we're out of time. I actually have to get going somewhere. So I'm going to cut the stream here, and then we'll come back to finish the last setup, and then the actual heist finale for the Humane Labs raid. So, yeah. Thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. Since the volume ended up being a lot lower for these recordings compared to the intro to the game that I showed earlier, I'm going to have to double check my audio. I'll look at the VODs to see if my voice was balanced with the game or not. All that stuff, and then hopefully we'll have better audio mixing for when I come back. I'm going to actually take a screenshot of my audio settings right now so I know how to adjust them before I go live again. Because it seems like all these recordings from this point on are very quiet. The game audio is very quiet. Again, it's probably from using the PlayStation Network Party Chat, it lowers the volume of the game when you do that. That's probably why. And I didn't know when I was recording them that was happening. So, and yeah, when I did all the intro videos that you saw, I was not in Party Chat with anybody. I was just playing the game by myself, basically. So that's why, I think that's why it was louder. So when we get back to the main game, it's going to go back to being loud again. As loud as it's supposed to be, instead of really quiet like it is right now. So yeah, I'll take a look and mix my audio accordingly to make sure my voice isn't overpowering the game audio too much while we watch the rest of these recordings. We gotta finish this heist, then we got another one after that, then another one, that's the last one. And then after that last one, we go into the single player story mode, where the story will continue. And we may or may not see some of the same characters we've already encountered here. Who knows? But yeah, I'm gonna get going. So thank you all very much for watching once again. I appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube, wherever you decide to watch. Thank you for that. And as always, please take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. Look after each other. And until next time, please have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I will see you all then. Peace.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.